What's going on, my people? Today, we're going to talk about this guy. This is the Hinderer Project X. Let me turn this air conditioner off. But first, as usual, make sure you check out DNKKnives.com. Great company, getting more and more stuff in every day. So make sure you check out their new arrivals all the time. And if you do buy something from there, you can use this coupon code behind the edge 10 to get yourself 10% off. It is people like Don Farmer, who's the owner, that helps keep this channel going. And thankfully, I do have friends in this awesome community that sent me knives to check out and to review. So I'd like to thank you guys, Satu Dave, Don Farmer, anybody else that has sent me knives to check out, because currently this is the only knife I own. And I don't know how long that's going to last. So appreciate you guys from saving me from being a knife channel with no knives, an influencer with no influence, and a knife addict with no fix. I'd like to thank my patrons for supporting me, and the members of the channel who support the channel as well. Project X. This is a flipper only Hinderer. This particular one's a Magna Cut. They also come in S45VN. We have a G10 show side that's just bland and drab. But then we have this beautiful titanium lock side with this awesome milling. Killer knife. First, we are going to put it up against some of its competition for a size comparison. This is the full size OG 229 production. This is the very first production Reackon. This is a 31 Sabenza and cozy. So it is a good sized knife. A couple others here. Here is a Crooked River Benchmade. A fancy boy. And here it is against a Amphibian Microtech. And one more for shits and giggles, the Model 1 button lock from American Blade Works. Excellent knives, all of these are. Got this yesterday, so there's kind of a little story here, I guess. Traded some stuff that I was selling for this, knowing that I could sell this probably pretty easy, and actually probably get a little more money too from what I traded. So I traded this, opened it up yesterday, and as soon as I pulled it out and flipped it, I was like, man, that is good. I really like this. And I'm not a flipper only guy. I prefer thumb studs, but I have a set of titanium thumb studs here that would look great on that. So I'm thinking, man, you know what? I'm done selling knives. I am done having to sell my knives because it sucks. It's depressing. I work my absolute tail off 7 days a week. I need to figure out a way to not have to sell my knives. So I put it in my pocket immediately. My wife says, hey, I need you to run to the store for me. So I hop in the truck. Me and my daughter, who's 13 years old, we head on down the road. And wouldn't you know it, the dashboard on the truck starts binging, and I look down and it's running hot. So I get out, shut it down, pull over, shut it down, get out, look underneath of it. It is absolutely dumping antifreeze out of the block. So pretty much worst case scenario. I had it towed to the shop, so they can check it out. I haven't gotten back from it, but long story short, looks like I'm going to have to sell this one too. But we're going to go ahead, and I'll go ahead and give you my perspective on this knife before that eventuality happens. I really don't want to. I'm tired of selling my shit, but you know, it is what it is. I have one running truck, and that was it. It's not running now, so my life, everything depends on it, so got to do what you got to do. So if you are interested in this, be on the lookout for a sales post. No need to contact me until then, because I'm not sure I'll sell it, but more than likely I will. First, Magna Cut blade. This used to belong to Billy. He has a Rockwell tester. He tested this, and he popped it 4 times, I think. Highest number was 62.5. Give me just a second, guys. Sorry, my voice is cracking. Let me a cup of coffee here. I haven't done very many videos. Lately, so my voice isn't holding up. Sorry about that. I'm going to pause it for a second until I get myself together. Okay, I'm just going to have to sound like Marge Simpson's sister for a few minutes, so... Anyway, highest pop on it was, I think, 62.5. The lowest was 61.5. So it's not at the 63, 64 that the masses demand. But I think at 62.5, it'll do just fine. I am going to sharpen it, and I thought about testing it against a Magna Cut that we know is 63, 64 on this Sabenza. But the geometry on the Sabenza is so different and so much better than the geometry on this that it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be able to get a good context there on because this one, even if it was dull and had a softer heat treat, it would still cut infinitely better because of the geometry, the hollow grind, and the much thinner stock and a little bit thinner behind the edge. But the Project X is pretty thin behind the edge. It is, in my opinion, thinner than the XM18 and the Jurassic, and even the, what's the other one? The Eclipse. So, we really wouldn't be able to get a good test in and have confidence in the results. But flipper is very good. The detent on this one is actually really good. I can't shake it open, which Hinderers in the past have been pretty notorious for being able to shake them open. The detent isn't all that great, but in this one it is quite good. I'm sure to be even better with thumb studs. It is running on bearings at the moment. It is the tri-way, so you can put the phosphor bronze or the Teflon washers in there, which is awesome. It is tip up, carry only on right hand, which is not a big deal because I am right-handed. But, you know, for those of you who are not, that's something to know. One cool thing about this knife is it comes with the tool built in to disassemble the whole knife. I'm sure everybody's aware of it, but this tool here that pops in and out of the back, it's spring loaded, so it sits in there nice and firm. It will adjust the pivot or take it off. It will do the body screw, and it will even do this tiny T6 clip screw, and then it just pops in there and holds in, which they've done this on other models before. The Full Track used to have it, and I believe the Jurassic, maybe. Let me know in the comments if you know the other models that had it. So, super cool. I think it is, anyway. It does make the knife a little butt heavy, as you can see. With it in there, if you use to take it out, it levels it out as far as the balance goes a little bit more. But, you know, I like a heavy knife, so it doesn't really affect me in any way. I think it's a cool thing. I think the only thing it won't work is this for the insert there, but not a big deal. You wouldn't really want to mess with that anyway. Lockup is about 35-40%. Excellent lockup. Rock solid. As a Hinderer should be. This is a pretty expensive one too. This is about a $500 knife when you can find them. They are very much not available pretty much all the time. And as soon as they do hit, they sell quickly. So they're very hard to get. But if you can get one, I would jump on it immediately. They sell pretty easy on the secondary, and usually you can make a little profit off of it if that's your thing. I'm going to sharpen this and put a 17-degree edge on it, and at least do some cutting with it before it leaves my table. But I'll probably do a follow-up video, maybe. I hope to, anyway, because I think it's an excellent Hinderer. I love Hinderer. The ergos are just freaking great. It doesn't have the choke up position like most Hinderers do, but that's okay. You can lay your finger tightly kind of on the flipper tab itself there and get you a little bit of leverage. Not much of a pinch grip knife, so you are kind of forced into this grip, but it is a good one. And it's just a mean, aggressive looking knife, and I like it. Quite good. I might check and see how well it does as far as action goes on the phosphor bronze, because I prefer phosphor bronze, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not going to be a great flipper if I do that. The stop pin is built in here. It's in here, so it swings with the blade. I can't tell if it's built into the blade or built in. I think it's built into the frame. And then the blade has a groove in it, so it follows that. But the lockup is fantastic. If I keep this, I am going to definitely put the thumb studs on there. Looks like there's plenty of room to swing there and still place the thumb studs out of the cutting path. Grind is excellent. It is thicker, and it's supposed to be. It's a Hinderer. It falls under that supposed hard use paradigm there, so I like it. I think it's awesome. Here lately, I've been carrying the absolute crap out of this Chavez, and it's right up there with the quality of the Chavez. Obviously, that's a Chinese knife. A lot of people are not going to agree with the quality of this knife, but this knife is flipping awesome. I'm going to do some videos on that coming up pretty soon. That was loaned into me by Mr. Satu Dave, who was awesome enough to loan me these three, just so I had something to carry and use, which is very awesome of him, and I appreciate that very, very much. Mostly, I haven't carried this one because he said to use it, but I don't want to mess up the finish on the blade. I'll probably carry it if I don't plan on doing any work with it. But this thing is awesome. This came from the custom shop. I have carried this one a couple times. This is one of my favorite knives as well. It's amazing. But I have been very, very much enjoying this Chavez. This thing is flat freaking awesome. Doesn't have the stupid screws poking out of his forehead. Anyway, and it's been chamfered. I'm on a tangent. Completely got away from the Hinderer. Sorry about that, guys. If you're still with me, most people don't watch the videos all the way through, but for those who have watched it all the way through, thank you very much. You guys are awesome, and I'm sorry about the rambling I have done in this video, because I have done a lot of it and a bunch of stuff that nobody wants to hear. Project X, I can recommend it if you can find one. It's a flipping awesome knife. Won't lose any money on it if you do get one and you don't like it. So that's all I got for this one, guys. Make sure you're good to each other, love each other, and remember life is short. So don't buy a Dodge Ram Eco Diesel. It's a freaking piece of shit. Later.